YouTube. This is Leslie. I am going to make 100% cold processed coconut oil soap because I just remembered some coconut oil soap I made hot process, and I wanted a really clean palette on my skin. And you use products, you get product buildup. Oh my God, that soap I made, and I never use it. I never use it. I forgot how great it is with the lather and everything. Matter of fact, um, just 1 second. I got a whole hour here. We're going to make that soap again. I'm not putting additives in it. I am putting fragrance. I have to have fragrance soap. And the only way I can get it and use it and not itch is to make it myself, which is why I go to the trouble. So, one moment. Yeah, you're wondering why I wasn't prepared. I don't know. Oh, this smells so good. Look at this. This is the hot process soap that I made, the 100% coconut oil soap. It smells so good. Now, did I write down what I put in it? No, I did not write down what I put in it. But I decided that I wanted a cold process version of this, and that's what I'm going to make today. So, come with me on our journey here. And if you hear loudness in the background, it's my daughter. I love me some baby girl, but she can be loud. So I melted my oils. I divided them because I have to have botanicals in my soap. Black seed and calendula petal. And basically all of my soap. Even the soap I sell on Fiverr. So that's the botanical additive I have today. I'm botanical mama. I love botanicals. And on this one, I just have coconut oil, regular coconut oil. There's some crumbs of botanicals in there. And then coconut oil with botanicals. So right now, we're going to start to stick blend. And I'm going to start with the coconut oil without the botanicals. And I have my lye water prepared and divided. So I don't need any sea salt. I don't need any sugar. I don't need anything. I just need, for coconut oil soap, as long as it's a high super fat, you don't need a whole lot. And you will feel clean and moisturized. See, that's the thing. I don't want to put on in-shower moisturizers. I've been through that. I've done that. Okay? I want a soap that moisturizes me throughout the year, throughout the seasons. I have on old clothes. You have to. And so that I don't have to, if I don't have time to put on lotion, I shouldn't suffer. I should not suffer because I don't have time to put on lotion. And a lot of times that's what ends up happening. If you don't have time to moisturize, you'll pay for it, later that day. So all of my soaps are super fatted really high so that they provide moisture. But the thing about the coconut oil soap, I would have to do a lot of different things to get the same cleansing ability as to recreate a 100% coconut oil soap with a high super fat. I would have to do a lot of different things. Why? When I can just make 100% coconut oil soap. A lot of bubbles. I forgot to pre-mix my fragrance. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do now. I forgot to pre-mix my fragrance. I already have my mold set up. Because this, when I'm done, will be about 7, almost 8 pounds of batter. So I had to switch to a bigger mold. And here are my fragrances. Oh, I'm not going to use any lemongrass, so I don't have to pull it out. But I like to hand blend my fragrances. That's what I like. So, and I already had an idea of what I wanted. And I have to stay within 5 ounces. I don't have to, but that's the recipe I put in the soap cap. 5 ounces. So I have a little bit left over of my other hand blended fragrance that I love and I will use in this. So I'm gonna, there you go, okay. Keep the cap on. You don't want a problem. You don't want spillage. Non-discoloring vanilla. Okay, that's pretty important. I know it was backwards, but it's non-discoloring vanilla. That's pretty good. I think I want a little bit of an island smell. I have a straightforward sugar fragrance in the hot process. Again, that I love. And you know, I don't have any vanilla musk. That makes a great base note for your fragrances, because you want the great smelling, you want that great smell, but you also want to add your own twist on things sometimes, you know. And so that's why I hand blend my fragrances. Now I buy the fragrances and then I just blend them, because that's what everybody else does. When you go and you buy a perfume, you're depending on that person's nose to lead you. You know what? If I want to go fresh, I'm using a eucalyptus oil. Nothing that smells like medicine. There's a lot of essential oils that smell like medicine. Well, because a lot of times it's used as medicine. You know, I don't know, but I know what I want. Cedarwood, another bright fragrance. I don't think I'm going to use bergamot. I'm going to use lemon oil, and not lavender. A little wintergreen. I want this to really open up my mind in the morning. Tangerine. And peppermint. Those are all really good. And you have to measure this. You have to measure your essential oils. I don't think I'm going to add a spearmint. I'm going to use a rose fragrance oil. I'm not using my Rose Absolute. It's extremely expensive. That's just for when if anyone would bother to buy some soap, that would be great. But I got that because an orange. If clary sage, yes. All right, let's get to going with this. I use my scale, and I have a sugar scent. It's going to be clean, but it's going to be a sugar scent, because I just can't stop. Oh wow, that smells good. I just can't stop using my sugar scents. I love it. I love the sugar scent. So anyway, today is Tuesday. And it was really hot out today. Really very hot. And I took my baby girl with me to run errands. Oh my. There was a lot going on in that car, because Countrified mommy refused to turn on the air. But it was a nice breeze blowing. It's nice. It wasn't bad. Okay, I hate doing that because I don't want to infect or else contaminate. You know, nothing can grow in essential oils that they won't go bad. I mean, you know, don't get ridiculous with it. It can't be years and years, maybe. But even still, you know, they don't go bad. They may lose some potency. I don't want that much lemon. I don't want it to smell like Pledge. But this is my thing. I love to make my own scents. And I wanted something really sweet and fresh. It's like if you sprayed some really nice air freshener outdoors. You'd get the ozone, the wind part, and it would be diffused. But it would be there. It wouldn't be weak. And I'm using rose fragrance oil because as a base, rose is fantastic. I didn't even know I liked rose. I always thought that I did not like a really floral scent. I love it. This is eucalyptus. It's good for you. You can't use too much. You see, I'm using a dropper, so it's not a lot with the essential oils. It's not a whole lot. Orange. I love that. My favorite perfumes have these scents. So, and I've yet to actually, now these are essential oils. There is, no, I'm not going to use clary sage. It reminds me of tea tree. It smells like medicine. I don't want that. I know it's good for you. I know it's good for your skin. I don't want that. I got this from Candle Pro, and you do have to be careful. Make sure it's for skin. It's skin safe. But you can only use 1 ounce per pound of Candle Pro. So I use my scale. I use my scale to make sure that I'm using the correct amount of Candle Pro. Just zero it out. This is blue sugar. I love it. I won't need a lot. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot. I went overboard. All right. I can put a full ounce of this. I'm going to use it up. There. Okay. This is how much I have left of my blue sugar. So I'll just order a larger amount of that. You can only have 1 ounce per pound. So I use that sparingly. That smells a whole lot better. I'm making 5 pounds of soap. So I can have up to 5 ounces of it, but I'm using it, this is 3/10 of an ounce. Yeah. I like fruit, I like cotton candy, I like sugar. Pink sugar. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of leather, just a tiny bit. A tiny bit of leather goes a long way. Just a little. I learned that. A tiny bit of leather goes a long way. It's like the antithesis of any sweet fragrance that you may have. The peach doesn't have enough throw in it for me. Cucumber and melon, that wouldn't be. Yeah, I got another box of fragrances. See, when I was growing up, I could not have fragrance, soap, fragrances, and store-bought soap. It always irritated my skin. I have eczema, or I had eczema. I think it's in remission. It's gone. I haven't had a problem with it for so long. So I always had an issue, and I hated it. I like to smell pretty too. Now, I have warm vanilla, but I don't want to discolor too much the soap, because as much as it can be white, I would like for it to remain white. But I have more blue sugar. Okay. I have blue sugar, which is a man's fragrance, actually. Apple Orchard, I'm not using that. A little Burberry, I don't want that either. I like it, that's why I bought it. I don't want it. Angel type, Cognac and Cubans. No, I don't. That's not what I'm looking for. I think I want more vanilla. Blue bubble gum from, oh god, Daystar. I love Daystar. That's what I wanted. I wanted this. 1.3. There we go. It smells so good. That blue bubble gum. Okay, let's put this to the side. Let us not get off track. Let us not get off track, please. I'm like a mad woman over here. I wanted the fresh and I wanted the sweet combined. Because I know what I want to smell in my shower. I want to smell nice things. Something that makes me, transport to another time and place. Just nice things. Oh, yeah. And even that leather, I only put a drop, and I can really smell it. Maybe I shake it up a little bit. I'm going to have a little bit of pink sugar here and a blue bubble gum right here for last minute changes. And you're wondering what's going on with that soap. It's thickening up on its own. That's the wonderful thing about, because I can have 5 ounces. That's only 1. Oh, matter of fact, I'm sorry, that's 2. That's 2 ounces. Remember, I always measure these. There. That's a 1/2 ounce. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I better leave that on, because I'm going to divide the scents, but one will smell slightly different than the other. I mean, heck, it's going in the same soap. Okay. So, I don't want to be lazy, girl, and, oh, it thickened. It thickened. It's going to thicken more when I add fragrance. Now it's loosening up. It's loosey-goosey. The thing with making soap, time. Time is what's most expensive. It takes time to make soap. Over time, these ingredients make soap, and that's why you have to cure it for at least a month. I go 3. I go 3 months on my soap because I want it to be at its best. Blasted air bubbles. These are air bubbles. I'm making a drop swirl, so it needs to be rather thick. But I'm going to be stick blending for a minute. Still loosey-goosey, that's good. And I didn't have to burn out my stick blender to get there, you know? Yeah, this is my second stick blender burn. Because I used to make way more soap. I have soap sitting over there curing right now. A 6-month cure on it. You know, olive oil soap takes a year. Well, I cure my olive oil soap for a year, and right now I don't have any. I've been trying to make some. I'm in love with coconut oil soap. Look how white that is. Isn't it pretty? Hard white bar. That was my goal. But I always end up using colors. I'm not using any colors in this. I just have botanicals. Okay, that's enough for that. Because I have a whole nother soap to blend. And I blended the botanical last. And I know I haven't put any fragrance in here because it's going to really accelerate once I put the fragrance in. So, you know, just set that there. And I want to stand up to interact with love. I want to stand up to do that. Give it a stir. Get all of the there we go. I like to get all my lye out. Because like I'm not super fatting this at 20% because that's like a 5% to me. You know, a lot of people make their soaps at 5%. I wouldn't dare use that. I would not dare. I don't want that granny clampet stuff. I mean, I'm not covered in grease where I need to be super. That's like laundry soap to my skin. I can't use it. So I don't make it. So none of my soap will be 5%. You know, I don't go any lower than 8. If a person asks me, okay, yeah, but I would tell them, and, you know, it would be for them. I would not put my name on it. Because you never know what people do. There, we're done with that. And these spatulas are special to soap. They're just for soaping. Actually, I could just put all my fragrance in here if I wanted. That's if I wanted. Because you know, as the soap gets used up, it gets smaller and smaller. You know, it'll be something, you know, freaky. Oh, that's different. Two different scents. Wow, it's freaky. Yeah, if they buy it though, you know. I decided to make some more coconut oil soap because I was, you know, handing out like it was gold bars, you know, and it's like if someone comes to me and they say, well, you know, I got some issues, I'm gonna give them the coconut oil soap, you know. It's not highly fragranced, it just has a nice scent. This I want to be highly fragranced. I'm really only thinking of myself, and this is why I say put the caps on everything. My boobs knocked it off the table. You keep the caps on everything and keep stuff off the edge. Spillage during soap making is a pain in the butt. Okay, this is thin tray still, but that's all right. That is all right. Don't do that. Bye bye, blue bubble gum. All used up. I loved it. I'm gonna have to order some more. And see, I'm just gonna stir this up right quick. You know, I really don't want the soap to discolor, and I didn't know if vanilla was in there. Vanilla discolors your soap to a brown. And you know, I'm a botanical soaper. You know, I've had enough brown. You know, you know, when you put a living plant in lye, it's, you know, it's really going to be dead. It's going to get brown. The whole thing's going to go brown. So I used some of my discoloring vanilla, and I bought that with the intention of making the perfect hard white bar. I want to make the perfect hard white bar. When I'm going to make it, I don't know. I've yet to make the olive oil soap, so. But my goal is to make the perfect hard white bar. That smells so good. Okay. I stirred that in. I have my fan going. I don't really like to make soap in the house because you may not can smell the fumes, but they're there, and it kills plant life. So you should always have an open window, or I have the, it's very hot outside. I have the air on, so that's, you know, circulating. But, you know, still, you really need to be outdoors. That's why you would see Granny Clampett outside making soap. She wasn't making the soap inside. You really need to be outdoors. But I make soap so infrequently now, so. See, it's so creamy. This is so creamy and nice. Want to get that scent blended in there. All right. I hate standing my stick blender up because it can knock the whole thing over. And again, that's not something you want. Taking our soap. You don't want the fan to oscillate and knock it all over. That's just like a pain in the butt. I'm serious. It's a pain in the butt. Hey, I'm going to gram it up for a little bit. I'm going to gram it up. Soap making. Hi, it's Leslie. I am making soap. Say hi, Hangout friends. we're making soap, 100% coconut oil for sale at my Etsy shop, link at top. Yeah, we got to do that. I mean, I've not made any soap sales. I've not made any soap sales. So, you know, I got to kind of help myself. All right, now we're pouring it in. Can you see? There. You can see a little bit better. Pouring it in. This is my 10-pound mold. Because I knew it was going to be too much for the 5-pound. Because I would have 7, almost 8 pounds of batter. So. And it's, in spite of the air being on, it's still rather warm in my home. Or it could be me, I don't know. Now, I'm going to come back with a cut video. Of course, it won't be here today. This is live. But I'll come back and I'll let you see how it came out. Because I hate when I look at videos and then they don't show me the complete cycle. They don't have a cut video. It's like soap porn. I want to see the cut video. I want to see how it actually came out. Because sometimes it doesn't come out well. I've done that. Like Vegas Baby came out really bad. It crumbled. But that's like one of the best soaps. It has a lot of cocoa butter and shea butter in it. Doesn't look pretty. It didn't gel. It has glitter. It smells great. And it makes my skin sing. It does. Vegas Baby, it can't be sold. It has too many imperfections. But wow. Is it everything for me? I love it. And see, this coconut oil soap, you can wash your hair with this. Because the super fat is so high. I didn't do 20%. Now you know me. 20% is like 5% to me. I'm not doing 20%. You can't go too high because then you get the DOS, the dreaded orange spots. We don't want that. All right. You have to do that. You have to get the air bubbles out. Okay, now let's put our fragrance in our botanical. That's why it's better to have everything measured out. And you know, just as an FYI, you can utilize your fragrance oils and your essential oils as air freshener. You get yourself a spray bottle and you add a little water. Some people say add baking soda. I don't. And that's it. You shake it up. And you spray it when you want some freshness in your area. And it smells like what you want it to smell like. Besides, you might have like little bits, like little corners of, you know, stick that in a spray bottle with some water. I already have some water with fragrance and essential oils in it. It smelled good enough for my mom to want. So that means it smelled pretty good. Yeah, my parents get so sick of me in this soaping. They're happy that I did it, but I go overboard. But my dad's skin looks amazing. My brother and my father shave with my soap. Their skin glows. I mean, it has a glow to it. Their skin is so great. And again, my botanical is black cumin seed and calendula petal, because that's a good combination for my skin. Alrighty. I think it needs to be thick for a drop swirl. So that's why I waited to put my fragrance in, just out of habit. Alright. And be careful with your stick blender. You could cut your finger. Like if you have like one finger on the button and you're fooling around trying to get all your batter out, you could chop up a spatula really, really easily. I'm going to put that, oh no, I can't put that in there. I'm going to put that right there. 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 All right, and so we're coming to the end, boys and girls. See, it didn't take that long. I mean, I had everything together, but it didn't really take that long. And as you see, it's not thick enough. I mean, thin enough to go through. That bottom part is set up already. Alrighty. Well, I need to throw that in. So it'll be half and half. I was hoping to drop swirl, because, you know, I don't want to go so high. So I'll do a spoon swirl with my spatula. But I'm not really sure about that design. And you know, after the soap cures, it's too late. See, I used the bigger mold. That was a good decision. Maybe I'll call it a half and half bar. And no, that's misleading because it's all 100% coconut oil. And you know, 100% coconut oil soap, that stuff is expensive. Like if you could find it on the market, unless people are making it, it's like non-existent. You have to kind of know somebody or just trust that they, you know, made it emollient enough. I superfat more than the 20% because that's not enough for me. 20% is too low. And I believe in getting all my batter out. This bucket is going to be clean. Waste not, want not. You know, I have 40 pounds of coconut oil. Yeah, that's good enough. You want your sides to be clean. Okay. You don't want air bubbles. No more. All right. No more air bubbles. No more air bubbles. No more air bubbles. All right. Say, don't use the wire hangers. I won't, mommy. Okay, let's just do this. Oh, come on. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is raw soap batter. I'm not really trying to have it on my hands. But I have some vinegar water in my kitchen sink. This is called a spoon swirl. I'm using a spatula. As usual, I expect to be the only one using this soap, and maybe a few friends who may be interested. You know, nobody buys my soap. I don't know why. I got yelled at for making it too cheap. That $5 a bar is too cheap. And I got yelled at because it's too expensive. So, I don't know. And then you go back again. You see the bottom is coming to the top. That's the point of a spoon swirl. And somebody out there saying, you fucked that up. No, I didn't. Just watch. You have to go around the edges of all your soaps. Well, I do. Because once it gets hard and cured, it's too late. So whatever you're going to do, you better do while the soap is malleable. You can move it around. Whatever it is you choose to do. Because like I say, time is the most important factor in soap making. It's not going to wait for you. Now that hot processed coconut oil soap, it's not 20% either. It is not 20%. It's way higher than 20%. Because I cannot have my skin being dry. And see, right now I can see this is uneven. So whatever, this is a huge log. Whatever I think I want to do, I better do now. That's the thing about soap. You better hurry up. Whatever you think you want to do, you better do it. Because once it cures, it's too late. You're stuck with the shape. And you'd have to grind it up, shred it up, and make pre-batch. That would be like French meal. You let the soap harden, cure, and then go again with it. All right. All right. Now, if you want to texture the top, you can at this point. But I don't know. I don't really care for a textured top. I know it looks pretty, but I don't really mind it one way or the other. I don't mind a textured top. I don't care. I'm ambivalent. And it's really just for me. This soap is really just for me. Anybody that wants any, it'll be on Etsy. Contact me on Etsy or on here. I'll let it go for $6 a bar. This will not be for sale on Etsy. On Fiverr. I have soap, Fiverr soap. It's not as luxurious because it's $5 soap, but it's really good. I use it all the time. Nobody's buying the Fiverr soap either. Okay. Let's just put all this extra right down here where there's seems to be a cavity. Because I have a couple of things going on under this wax paper. Okay. I just want it to be a smooth bar like this. But this like a piece of stone. It's like a piece of marble. And this stuff, I mean, it lathers. I'm going to show you how well it lathers. You think I should give it a little doodad top? Maybe. I hate messing with it. Once I get it to a certain point, oh God, it smells good. I do. Once I get it to a certain point, I want to leave it alone and let it do what it does. Saponify. That's what homemade soap is. That's what it's doing now. It's saponifying. That's the end cut. I'm used to making designs and swirls with my soap. I never, let it get this thick. I don't. It's always thin or just to emulsification because I know the fragrance that I'm using is going to accelerate, and that's usually the case. The soap the fragrance that I'm using is going to accelerate, or the essential oil that I'm using is going to accelerate. So my soaps never get this thick, so I never texture a top. I'm always swirling things, making swirls and patterns. And I'm not a cake baker. A lot of ladies, they do this. They actually are bakers. So they're really good at this. Oh, that looks okay. I got a few peaks. But I'm like, when I have this in the shower, that's where the rubber meets the road. I don't want anything sharp. I don't want anything that doesn't fit in my hand. People already complain because my soap bars are too big. They're supposed to be the size of a playing card. I think a playing card. I said, well, I'll cut it. Do what the girls who buy that soap from Lush for $25 a pound, cut it into little slivers and cherish it. Because that's how good. If your soap is that good, then you're doing something right. I do not hate. I create. If your soap is that good that people are willing to pay $25 a pound, you are doing something the right way. Do not hate. Try to create. I saw a lady do this once. She, an English lady. She did that. And she just kept playing with it, and it just got better looking and better looking. But yeah, I'm done here. I am done here. I don't know what this side closest to me looks like. But this side opposite of me is clean. So when I pull myself out the mold, it will be clean too. It won't be little bits that could, get really, excuse me, get really jagged. Yeah, like that. You just have to be really clean while it's still in this state. Well, it's malleable. You can mess with it. Because once it, like tomorrow, that's going to be it, What are you going to do? I'm going to have to turn this around. I can't see this side. Yeah, I need some help here. You guys saw that and didn't say anything. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, it's creamy like frosting now. Oh, like I said, if you know me and you want some of this soap, just let me know. Um, There we go. But some people, they don't know anything about homemade soap, and they miss out. They miss out. And some people, they, you know, they just use it sparingly. I don't know why. I use it every day. It's the only soap I use. I don't purchase soap in the store for myself or my family. My children use this soap. I use this soap. That's it. All right. It looks nice. I used, instead of using colorant, I used the botanical as a contrast to the natural whiteness of the coconut oil soap. And I think that's pretty cool. Everything doesn't have to be a sparkly jewel. Everything doesn't have to be brown and beige either. So, like every now and again. I just wanted to do something really quick. It's going to be sitting here to November. So by the time it gets really cold, you know, I'm going to have a nice emollient soap. It smells so good. It has just enough brightness to it to like wake you up in the morning, but then it smells real. The middle notes are really soft and candy-like. That's what I like, and since I made the soap, I made it to my specifications. I can actually afford myself this. I can. And it's like, I don't know. I might have to put this in the... I want it to gel. I like when my soaps gel. There. That's it. I'm done playing with it. I'm done playing with it. Voila. And this strap is so when I turn it up, I can just pull on this strap and it'll pop out. Other than that, I'd have a hard time getting it out of the mold. All right, so thank you, boys and girls, for watching. Oh, you wanted to see the soap demo from the hot process 100% coconut oil soap? Yeah. Let me get that together for you. Okay, my hands are very slippery. And I can't find my towel. So I'll just do that later. All right. I gotta wash my hands first. Because it's just too much. I don't want to get, like, stuck on my computer. I'm going to bring it in the bathroom. See? Yeah, I'm going to last minute clean up. All right. One final slap. There you go. We're going in here. So you can look. Can you see it? Now watch. And this water's not even hot. It's cool. Look. Could you imagine this in your shower? Look at that. Look at that. I'm just washing my hands. Look at that. Look how thick that lather is. And it smells good. Look at that. This is the hot process version. You know? Isn't that nice? Oh, God. Yeah. That's gorgeous. I love it. I love a nice lather, and it doesn't leave your hands dry, which is especially important when you're cooking. Like Labor Day's coming up, of course. And in November, when this soap will be cured fully, you got Thanksgiving. So, like, you're washing your hands between brining the turkey, and you're washing your hands, and you're making pies, and you're washing your hands. And I mean, after a while, if you're using store-bought soap, for me, I have a problem after a while with it. So that's just me. I have problem skin. But not anymore since I make my own soap. Thanks for watching Hangout and YouTube, pals. Bye.